morning, Nigeria. I like to say that TVC has a finger on the pulse and an eye on the streets. And we do our best on a daily basis to bring you trending stories from not just Nigeria, but across the globe in order to talk about the things that are shaping the world that you and I live in. We begin today still on a solemn note on the burial of the late former president, Muhammadu Buhari. On Tuesday, yesterday, dignitaries, thought leaders, political allies, and even long-time critics gathered in Daura, Katsina State to bid farewell to the late President Muhammadu Buhari, who passed away on July 13th at a London clinic. Now, regardless of political affiliations, the funeral drew a diverse crowd from across the country, many putting politics aside to pay their last respects to the former leader. Buhari was laid to rest at his private residence in his favorite sitting spot, a quiet, personal detail that made the farewell all the more intimate. But amidst a sea of familiar faces, one notable absence stood out: 2023 presidential candidate Peter Obi. Now, Peter Obi is known for his empathetic nature and his prompt condolence visits across the country, and his no-show has, of course, sparked a lot of conversation. Many Nigerians were surprised by his absence and are now asking, why was the funeral of the late President Muhammadu Buhari different? Peter Obi is known, part of his brand, he's known for being empathetic. He's known for showing up to pay condolences at a moment's notice in several parts across the country. So why was he absent at one of the most important political burials and send-offs in recent Nigerian political history? It is important, however, to note that he did pay his respects on social media, but it was very off-brand of him not to show up. Let's take a look at social media. Sarki says, Peter Obi didn't attend President Muhammadu Buhari's burial. This is the same man who expects Northerners to hand over Nigeria to him. Let's see how he plans to become president without our votes. Prince Adeshina says, Peter Obi didn't attend former President Muhammadu Buhari's burial. Of course, soon, he'll likely visit Daura to pay his condolence and explain to his gullible supporters that he had flat tires or his flight was cancelled when he planned to come. In reality, he didn't attend the burial because the obedience cult had warned him. No matter the case, even in death, Buhari remains loved. We'll take one more tweet. And Al-Amin says, Peter Obi is yet to publicly mourn the passing of former President Buhari. The North notices and we will remember. Hashtag PMB funeral. It is important to know that we don't know what he's going to do in the coming days, and he did pay his condolences via social media.
Well, Peter Obi is known for showing empathy over and over and over again. That he did not attend that particular burial should explain to me, or people that think like me, that there must have been something else that he had to give attention to. However, he did the needful on social media, and if I know him, I think he will look for a day and go see Buhari's family. And that's just him. People can think of so many other things to say about him not being there and connected to politics and so on. He's a politician, so everything he does would be connected to politics. And
then for the story on Peter Obi not going to Katsina State, he was in Ogun State. Recall that the Awujale passed, and so he was there, I think yesterday or the day before, yesterday I think, to pay his last respect to the families, and he signed the register. He was not there alone. He went with some other party members to pay their last respect to the late Awujale and his family. So I believe that was why he was unable to go to Katsina. I am not standing in for him, but from what I saw just yesterday, I think that must have been the reason why he did not go to Katsina, and might make time out to pay his condolences to the family of the late president. So people should just allow him be. Yes, he's a politician, but he has a life and need to plan his life the best way he can. He can't be doing things to please people. It must be comfortable with him before he thinks of others.
Absolutely.
And just to pick up from there, he cannot separate himself into two different people. If he was somewhere, there's no way he would have been there. And I feel like the pressure sometimes on him is quite a lot, because he's not there and social media is going, oh, where is he? Why is he not there? There may be so many reasons or so many factors why he cannot not make it. And I don't think that should be a big deal as long as he came out and, you know, he gave the condolences to the family, like he put it on social media and we saw that. So I think we need to ease a little bit when it comes to Peter Obi.
Peter Obi has the right to be whatever he wants to be, chooses to be, is a man. And then, but I guess Awujale was buried on Tuesday. On Sunday, yeah. Former President Muhammad Buhari was buried yesterday, which was Tuesday. So if the reason why it was with condoling the family of Awujale, that's the reason he's not
after the burial was done.
So it's okay. He's a man. Wherever he chooses to go, let him go. As long as it pleases him and it pleases his supporters. But he's a man. At the end of the day, he can decide and choose wherever he wants to go.